Thanks be to you.
Hi, Barbara. Thank you for the sub. Thank you,
Congrats
Justin.
on the TI performance. Great job as talent as well.
Thank you. I actually had a lot of fun casting. I only casted the one series and I only paneled once, but it was pretty fun. Because I've never done casting or paneling in an arena like that. I've only done it in like stadiums, so it was very cool. Especially the casting. The casting was so cool. I don't think I've ever casted that close to all the fans, so it was really cool. It was very fun. A lot of it is a Steenie. The first like probably like 3 picks. Like the first phase and the second phase and like the first pick of the second phase is mostly a Steenie because he'll do a lot of prep for that. And then the later in the draft, you can't really prep. But it was mostly a Steenie for the beginning of the draft. And then obviously the later he would still have a say, but like if it's last pick and it's a mid hero, obviously he'll be like, yo Gunner, what do you want? Because like I play mid. But yeah, I would say the majority was like him and then Laos is like second in command for the draft. Not necessarily. I think the game's in a fairly good place right now overall. Gaming or Tundra? Gaming because the arena was really cool, or not Tundra. Gaming or TSM? TSM because we won on stage. I mean the series versus Tundra was it felt good to win because it was like nice. We can actually beat like good teams and yeah, like good games too. How tall am I? I'm 6'2", or 188. No roster talk, guys. Anything but roster talk. I feel like I ran around a lot, so I don't know how to answer that question. The game's just slow because the map's so big that you can just farm a lot. I wouldn't say there's like one real good player for mid lane that I watch. I watch a lot of different players because I think a lot of different players do a lot of different things really good. And also a lot of players are really good at different heroes and different styles. So I try to like watch the players for the specific thing that I'm trying to learn from them. What hero is good to master? The hero that you have fun with. How much could you hear? Not really anything. I honestly, it's like really good. You can't hear anything. And also like when the game starts, you're just like way too focused to hear shit. You can like feel some stuff when like people are cheering, but like actual sounds, you can't hear shit. I get way too focused when I was playing. Probably game 1 versus LGD. I feel like I own that game. Or game 1 versus TSM. Not really. TA is just like any tournament. It's just like people stress more and shit. If you can just be calm and take everything the same, it's better. Weaver was cooked up during the break. So I'm saying the break changed a lot of the tournament. Weaver would not have been different. People probably would have still been picking like Sven and shit if there's no break. But the reason why people stopped picking the Sven after the first weekend was because people on the break started picking and like, damn, Sven kind of sucks. And that's why there was no Sven for the rest of the tournament pretty much. Do we have any pocket strats? Not really. I mean, I had one. I wanted to play Nyx mid at some point, but there was never an opportunity to play Nyx mid. I did not like the break as a player. I think it's really sucked a little for players, but it is what it is. Was it planned? I mean, I told Astini that I watched a Thompson replay of playing Ogre mid, and I told him that Ogre mid can buy Heart and Blade Mail, and I asked if I had permission to play it, and then Astini said yeah, and then when we played Tundra, I was like, yo bro, it's time, it's cooked up, and then he said okay. She's really good versus a lot of the mid pool, and honestly a lot of the offlane pool, because she's really good for strength heroes, because usually they hit really hard, and they have really low armor, so she kind of like shits on them. How hard was the decision? It wasn't really that hard. It was kind of just like, after the Bali Major, we were like, guys, we need to make a change, and then didn't know what we were going to do for a new player, and then Hector, we knew was available, and then Yamsa was like, I'll play 5 if we can get Hector, and then we're like, okay. No, but I got some. It's massive. It's fucking massive, dude. Like 150, I think, and I do it every like 2-3 months, but I think I'm done. Like, look, it's more like highlights now than anything. You know, if I do my hair back like Yutoro did. I don't know. I think the mid pool started to become like you had to deal with early game pressure. Like Kunkka was really, really valuable in Pango, specifically because of the early game pressure and Dazzle. Just being strong against like push, I think was important. Yeah, I would listen to music before every series. Like when we would have like 5 to 10 minutes when the game was out, I would put my headphones on and I would just play music. It changed every day. It was a lot of like Kendrick or just like random hype songs. It's like Superhero. The order we did it was the side lane cores are on the far ends. The subs sit next to the respective laning cores, and then I sit in the middle, so I get to sit next to both subs. Because that way, both laning pairs sit next to each other, and subs sit next to the mid because they interact with the mid in the early game. I actually missed the announcement live. Because we had an OG meet and greet on the finals day because they had like their watch party. And when we were walking to the meet and greet was when they announced the hero. So we got there and so I was like, so what do you think about Ringmaster? And then all of us were like, who the fuck is Ringmaster? And they were like, didn't you hear the announcement? And we're like, no. So all of us were like 30 minutes late to seeing the new hero. I mean, I'm proud of my team. I think I played really well, so yeah. I don't have regrets, if that's what you're asking. Am I like happy / satisfied? No. Do I have regrets? No. Like they can both happen mutually. A lot of the weaker laners mid got stopped being picked because people started picking Omega hard counter picks. Like Monkey King, Necro, Dazzle. It was harder to pick like the anti-melee mids because people started just anti-melee mids. Q&A is over, guys.